Hi students, in the earlier class we have learned about endocrinology and related factors. But for today we will look at an overview of importance of endocrine glands and mode of actions of hormones that influence on growth and behavior. Let's start with endocrine system. The endocrine system is a network of glands in your body that makes the hormones that help cells talk to each other. They are responsible for almost every cell, organ, and function in your body. If your endocrine system is not healthy, you might have problems developing during puberty, getting pregnant, or managing stress. Another question is that what is a gland? A gland is an organ that makes and puts out hormones that do a specific job in your body. Endocrine glands release the substances into your bloodstream. There are lots of functions done by endocrine system. Some of these are: it makes hormones that control your moods, growth and development, and also helps to metabolism, development of organs and reproduction. It controls how your hormones are released, and it sends those hormones into your bloodstream so they can travel to other body parts. We all know hormones are organochemical substances secreted by ductless glands, that is endocrine glands, into the blood. These hormones have some general properties. That is, they are low molecular weight. It is easily soluble. They can easily diffuse out of the blood vessels. It is not stored anywhere in the body except the glands from which they are secreted. Each hormone has a half-life. That is, for example, thyroxine have 6 days. Cortisol have 60 to 100 minutes. Secretions of all hormones are regulated. There are two types of regulatory mechanism. First one is positive feedback mechanism. Second is negative feedback mechanism. The hormones are classified mainly into two groups: general hormones and local hormones. Next, we move on to modes of actions of hormones and influence on growth and behavior. Growth hormone is secreted from the acidophilic types of cells of anterior pituitary. Acidophilic types of cells, which means it is used to describe two different types of cells which stain well with acidic dyes. Acidophilic structures are cytoplasm, basic tissue proteins. Okay, growth hormones is a protein made up of 191 amino acids. The growth hormone has some physiological functions and actions. The main 2 points are it promotes growth and it increasing the number of cells as well as increasing the size of the cells. The growth hormone plays an important role in the growth of bones. Direct action of growth hormone, that is promoting overall growth. Growth hormones stimulate the cartilage forming cells known as chondrocytes. Due to the work of growth hormone, the number and size of the cells increases. And also it helps to synthesize the DNA, RNA and protein in bones. And it helps in overall growth of skeletal framework and heights of an individual. Metabolic functions of growth hormones includes action on carbohydrate metabolism and action on protein metabolism. Action on carbohydrate metabolism, which will decreases the cellular uptake of glucose, and also it decreases the cellular breakdown of glucose for energy production. It increases hepatic gluconeogenesis. Because of above actions, growth hormone increases blood glucose level, which is known as hyperglycemic action. So growth hormone is a diabetogenic hormone. Action on protein metabolism, which increases the permeability of cell membrane to amino acid. It increases the concentration of amino acid inside the cell. Growth hormone stimulates both transcription and translation stage of protein synthesis. It produces greater protein synthesis than protein breakdown. It is known as positive nitrogen balance. Next, we move on to regulation of secretion of growth hormone. Secretion of growth hormone is regulated by hypothalamus. Hypothalamus secretes small peptides. There are two types of peptides. They are growth hormone releasing factor and growth hormone inhibiting factor. These factors are transported through the hypothalamo-hypophysical portal blood vessels. Growth hormone releasing factor stimulates the anterior pituitary to secrete growth hormone, whereas growth hormone inhibiting factor inhibits the anterior pituitary from secreting of growth hormone. Ultimately, the secretion of growth hormone depends upon the relative concentration of growth hormone releasing factor and growth hormone inhibiting factor. Factors like sleep, stress, dopamine, etc. that will stimulate the hypothalamus to secrete more of growth hormone releasing factor. By concluding the session, today's class discussed on endocrine system and modes of actions of hormones and influence on growth and behavior. So you have to learn this concept. I will continue with this session on next day. Thank you.